This is a story about a mother, a quiet jogging trail, and a monstrous act that shocked an entire community. Her name was Rachel Morin. She had 5 children, a smile that brightened rooms, and a habit of going on evening jogs to clear her mind. On August 5th, 2023, she laced up her running shoes for the last time. She never came home. What followed was a manhunt across state lines, a hidden body, a chilling trail of blood, and a suspect whose past was darker than anyone could have imagined. This is the murder of Rachel Morin, the terrifying truth that came after, and the current update regarding the case. Welcome to True Crime Exposed. If you're new here, subscribe for real stories, real victims, and real justice. It was a warm Saturday evening in Bel Air, Maryland. Rachel Morin, 37, headed out around 6 p.m. for her usual jog along the Manpaw Heritage Trail, a quiet wooded path known to locals. She told no one exactly where she was going, but it wasn't unusual. Around 11 p.m., her boyfriend Richard Tobin reported her missing. She hadn't returned home. Panic set in quickly. This wasn't like Rachel. The next morning, search volunteers fanned out across the trail. Just after sunrise, they made a chilling discovery. Hidden down a drainage culvert about 20 feet off the trail was Rachel's body, unclothed, beaten, and left behind. She hadn't simply collapsed. She had been attacked, brutally murdered. Investigators found a 150-foot-long blood trail leading to where Rachel's body had been dumped. Her injuries were horrifying, 15 to 20 blows to the head, consistent with blunt force trauma. She had signs of manual strangulation and sexual assault. It was a crime fueled by rage, or worse. The small town of Bel Air was paralyzed. People stopped using the trail. Local schools increased security. Parents held their children close. The killer had left no fingerprints, no witnesses, no murder weapon. But he had left one thing behind: DNA. The DNA was entered into a national database. Days passed. Weeks. Then a breakthrough. Rachel's killer had struck before. In March 2023, 5 months earlier, a woman was attacked in Los Angeles. The DNA matched. Authorities now knew this man was a predator, a serial offender, and he was still out there. Facial recognition, online footprints, and forensic tracking led them to a name: Victor Antonio Martinez-Hernandez, 24 years old, an undocumented migrant from El Salvador. He had crossed the U.S. border illegally and was later tied to a murder in his home country. For nearly a year, he moved across the U.S., invisible, until investigators found him in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In June 2024, U.S. Marshals stormed a residence in Tulsa and arrested Martinez-Hernandez. Inside, they found his phone, full of damning evidence. He had searched for Bel Air, for Rachel Morin, for the Ma and Pa Trail. It wasn't random. He had planned it. News of the arrest sparked both relief and anger. The Morin family, the Bel Air community, and millions watching the case unfold online were stunned. How had this man slipped through the cracks of law enforcement, despite a violent history and open borders? Rachel's mother would later say, "I want to scream. I want to cry. I want to break things. But more than anything, I want justice." April 2025. The courtroom in Harford County, Maryland was packed. The trial of Victor Martinez-Hernandez had begun. Prosecutors described the brutality in vivid detail. Jurors were shown autopsy photos, evidence from the phone, the DNA match. The defense tried to sow doubt. They questioned the integrity of the DNA collection. They hinted at Rachel's boyfriend, Richard Tobin, as a possible suspect, without evidence. But the science didn't lie, and the timeline didn't either. Martinez-Hernandez had hunted Rachel. He had followed her, and on that August night, he had killed her. No confession came, but the truth was in the data. As of April 9th, 2025, the trial of Victor Antonio Martinez-Hernandez, accused of the August 2023 rape and murder of Rachel Morin, is actively underway in Harford County Circuit Court, Maryland. The proceedings have unveiled graphic and emotional testimonies, shedding light on the brutality of the crime and its profound impact on Morin's family and the community. Key developments in the trial. 1. Opening statements and emotional testimonies. The trial commenced with prosecutors detailing the harrowing circumstances of Morin's death. They described a 150-foot blood trail leading to her body, emphasizing the violent nature of the attack. Morin's mother, Patricia, fought back tears during these descriptions, highlighting the emotional toll on the family. Second medical examiner's findings. Dr. Zabiola Ali, the Maryland State Medical Examiner, testified about the extensive injuries Morin sustained. He noted fractures on her nose, skull, and ribs, and a significant gash on the back of her head. Dr. Ali concluded that Morin was likely strangled and struck in the head multiple times, possibly with a rock, and was likely unconscious during the sexual assault. 3. Crime scene evidence. Jurors were presented with graphic photos from the crime scene, illustrating the path of blood leading to Morin's body and the items recovered nearby, including her smashed phone and Apple Watch. Detectives testified about the meticulous process of collecting DNA evidence, which linked Martinez-Hernandez to the crime. Fourth defense's position. The defense has raised questions about the collection and handling of DNA evidence, suggesting potential contamination. They have also implied that the nature of the crime suggests it was committed by someone known to Morin, pointing to alleged gaps in the prosecution's case. The trial is expected to continue for approximately 2 weeks, with both the prosecution and defense presenting further evidence in witness testimonies. The community and Morin's family remain steadfast in their pursuit of justice for Rachel. Rachel Morin leaves behind 5 children, a grieving family, and a community forever changed. Her story has become a flashpoint in national debates on immigration and public safety. Politicians weighed in. The media covered every detail, but the pain remained deeply personal. Her family has started a foundation in her name, advocating for victims' rights and pushing for stronger protections for women. Rachel's mother still attends every court session, sitting in the front row, wearing her daughter's favorite color, turquoise. Now, if this case moved you, if you believe in justice, truth, and the voices of the unheard, then subscribe to True Crime Exposed. More stories are coming. Stories that demand to be told. See you in the next video.